Everybody's big on him, Denzel Boston because they saying his game translates well to the league. Yeah, yeah, you ain't lying, brother. Yeah, actually, let me see your little uni combo. He put some shit together. Let me see that shit. Let me see that. Yeah, that's clean. Hey, yeah, that's crispy, dog. Yeah, instead of the last name. Yeah. I've heard they're high on the tight end as well. You think so? That's what I hear. Hmm. Oh yeah, I need to learn how to do that shit, bruh. To play college. Uh-uh. Oh fuck. I forgot to take my quarterback out.
It's a really good looking throw there. And I think back in my day playing for the Gators, we were known as having this high octane passing attack with Steve Spurrier. But every time we played the Seminoles and Chris Swanky, who of course would go on to win a Heisman Trophy, we knew breaks into the open. Now they're starting to feel it. They got a first down at the 44. You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and
Smacking
everybody
shit.
is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again. The throw to the outside is complete. Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
I need you to catch that bit.
Hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys. And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are. Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time late in the season. The Seminoles are in the hurry-up. from the gun. The running back has it. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, no!
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Golden Bears offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Shotgun, they go to the ground. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that thing. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Golden Bears send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Hands it off. Virtually unblocked, and he stopped for a loss of 8.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Under fire. Get it out on the screen. Across the 45. Open field on the right. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The Seminoles have pushed it inside the 20. Run in the red zone. It's gained. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. And the Seminoles in the hurry-up. Got his man quickly. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Makes the catch.
I tell you, this defense, they've looked really good with their backs against the wall. When they get down in their own end defensively in the red zone, they really just seem to tighten up, and you saw it there on that play.
That defensive front was a stone wall on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Trying to march their way in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Seminoles.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry, is his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Kansas State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in the Little Apple behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Cincinnati. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Got it in the middle. It's Robinson. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. New set of downs after the completion. To the air. It's Kennedy. Good timing on the quick out. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The pull and throw off the RPO. At the 45 on his way. Racing down the left side. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cal! Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. First play of the drive, lost the throw. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. You're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Got his man on the right. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Looking downfield, it's Kennedy. Unleashes to the end zone. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Noles backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. Handoff from the gun. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Lost a throw on first down. He'll pull it down and run. Just never gives you a clean shot at him as he gets out to the 28. The Seminoles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
wants to go up top. Makes the grab on the left. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? We're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments. Brown wants to pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to the left. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And the Golden Bears will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount. They take care of the ball. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read, read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Still on his feet. Oh, he's got some space. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, marking at the 47. And the Seminoles with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Berry. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Flips it out on the screen. At the 35, he's got more. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. And the Noles have this offense rolling.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Quick pass on the fly motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. Just keep slinging it. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Florida State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Look, it's still early, but we have some
do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the action. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Snagged out of the air. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Defense in press coverage. Back to throw, it's Kennedy. Got a man. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And he dropped it, just didn't whip the thing all the way in.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. He just didn't have it there.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense. The Golden Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Now improvising. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Dropping back, it's Kennedy. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears. Quick strike through the air for the score.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got a man, it's Norman. Great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36. They'll go to the air on second and short. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. The Seminoles really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Looking to throw for it. Working that left side now. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. The Seminoles getting set on first and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Lets it fly. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Well, you wonder that time if the QB was just forcing that one over to his running back. He's already made some catches in this game. The defense is aware of that, though, and that time they had outstanding coverage. There was no way that was going to be complete.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. He's got the back in the middle. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
Trust their QB to execute like they had the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, it should come as no surprise we have ourselves a fun matchup in Tallahassee. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with
let's send it back to our guys at Bobby Bowden Field.
And the Seminoles will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job of pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the dope. Makes the grab. Still running at the 40. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. Third and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and it's so dangerous. Making moves, using his speed and elusiveness. He finds a way to get that first down and keep the offense on the field.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's Kennedy. He'll take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the defense finally stops him, right? He's had a heck of a day, and they're taking a shot down the field to him. And I think they've gone to their go-to guy because he's put up numbers, and he's been productive, and he's got that speed on the outside. Defense has definitely got an eye on him and kind of saying, hey, we got to make sure we take him away.
On third down, he drops the throw. They're working that left side. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. And the Golden Bears are moving quickly down the field. Quick completion to the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open, couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? Having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running. And
throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Second interception of the day for the Seminoles. It's like they've run a secondary out there with Deion Sanders, Terrell Buckley, and Lee Corso.
And what does Deion say? Look good, feel good, play good, get paid good. These guys in the secondary making plays. This man might have made himself some money at the next level.
Motion from the wide receiver. The lone back's got it. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
The sure hands, it's Gibson. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown Seminoles. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in week 5?
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march down the field and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Great job by the defense. A big key coming into this one was 3rd down defense. They're going up against one of the 25 best in the country in that time. Make it.
And they will score. Touchdown, Florida State.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point was good to finish things off.
Florida State 42, Cal 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Cal gets it back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Wants to throw. It's Kennedy. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Golden Bears decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The running back has it. And they pick up just 1. It'll be 3rd and 9. Trying to pick up a 1st down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. It's Gibson. At the 35, he's loose. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Noles have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Noles. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long. a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The give to the back. At the 35, he's open. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of the third quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Caught in the backfield, it's Robinson. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. Third and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Touchdown, Cal! And they take it in for 6 more points. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
Here he comes. This is a gamble. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense...
There he goes. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Sperry. That's caught. It's Norman. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. And he tried to balloon that one in on the sideline, but it's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Fires left. Got him downfield.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Seminoles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. It's complete to the left. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. And the Seminoles trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to set up a screen. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. And they've inched closer and closer, and still 2 yards to go for the touchdown here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Cal gets it back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Golden Bears are facing 3rd and inches. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Back to throw, it's Aurora. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Golden Bears will punt this one away. A high kick trying to pin them deep. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. The give as they work on that clock.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
He's got it on the right. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Knowles moving quickly to the line. To the air on 1st down. Complete to the left. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play and they pick up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The Seminoles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He might want another play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Going for 6. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's got it. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Brown will throw it. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an execution? exclamation point to go with it. Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Might be looking to run. A little floater there that falls incomplete.
They were trying to throw to get that two-point conversion. It falls incomplete, and you got to wonder, was that the right decision to go for two?
Cal, 21.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Jackson. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Pulls it in, it's Jackson. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.